What's good, everybody? Welcome back to LDS Boxing. We're back with another one. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no big time boxing tonight, so we're gonna do a live and talk about the latest news and notes. I got some topics we're gonna cover. You know what I'm saying? So feel free, drop your comments, questions, all that good shit. I appreciate everybody coming through. Before I get into it, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to tap in with my social media scrolling across the bottom. Of course, the website as well. Feel free to tap in with that. So we got some stuff, man, we can cover, man. You know, there's been a lot of news in the sport of boxing that we got to get to. My man JC in the building. What's good with you, bro? My man Salam in the building. Salute to you, bro. Salute. Alright, so first one, man. So this is the hot one. Alycia Baumgardner tested positive for 2 banned substances, in her last fight. We all know the details now. It's out. So the test that she failed was July the 12th, right before her fight, and then she passed like 2 tests after that, something like that. And it's crazy. It's like it's hard to kind of debunk that. You know what I'm saying? Now, we hearing stories and little stuff going around about maybe she got set up. We'll see. I know the big thing in question is the B sample. You know what I'm saying? Now she requests to have that open. When it comes to that stuff, man, you gotta have a good chain of custody. So like the person who's collecting the sample, they gotta make sure everything is right and tight. Everybody signed for it. If you put it in a temporary storage, you gotta make sure it's signed and all that shit. And only like that person should have access to that storage room. However that is. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shit that goes with it. Now we know most B samples gonna test the same as the A sample. That's just what it is. It's coming from the same specimen. So we'll see, man. Alycia Baumgardner, she's been active. She ain't really been hiding. You know what I'm saying? But she indicating that she's innocent. You know what I'm saying? So if she innocent, somebody wrong. I know it came out. We seen the Jessica McCaskill interview on the Boxing Voice. Salute to them. And what she was saying was hitting home to me, as far as like the politics and business of boxing. When you down to your last fight, and it's an indicator that you probably won't come back, funny stuff started to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's we ain't tripping off the guy that's stumbling block. Yeah. It's crazy. Hopefully she can clear her name. But Alycia Baumgardner was in that similar situation, whereas she was coming up on her last fight. She has a mandatory. She actually got 2 mandatories, but the WBA they ordered negotiations for her versus Hami Choi, who is the champion of Recess. That's how she became undisputed anyway, right? So she got that title, and now I don't know. It's up in the air. I don't know if they're going to strip her. I don't know if they're going to give her a time frame to clear her name. I'm not sure. But it's wild. And I know there's been some talks out there about her trying to link up with Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? He said, in my opinion, I think she was juicing. Hey, it could be possible, man. Like, it's hard to debunk that shit, bro. Because you're going against the lab, and it's like he said, she said, and, the organization that they use. Was it drug free? I ain't never heard of them, but I looked them up. They do, they do other testing with other sports. And it's just funny that that was Eddie Hearn paid for that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I ain't accusing nobody. It's just crazy. She gonna have to clear her name, so the rest of us can clear her name. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Let them juice to the gills. Juice don't have skills. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of these fighters do that because they're not sure of themselves. They're not sure they're going to go certain rounds and shit. Now, it was, that's the only thing about Alycia Baumgardner and her fighting style is that she tends to get tired down the stretch of fights. So, maybe she did use, I don't know. I want her to clear her name. You know what I'm saying? All the facts ain't out, but, she tested positive for 2 banned substances. That's some shit you got to, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see though. It's still developing. She's been throwing out little hints that she's clear and she basically gonna come out of this. So hopefully she do. know what I'm saying? Because this is going to set her career back for sure. And after this, it's always going to be speculation that she tests positive or she maybe did it in other fights. So, yeah, you never get that stink off of you. It's going to be hard to get off of you. All right, hit my next one right here. So we got Undisputed versus Undisputed. Canelo Alvarez versus Jermell Charlo. They had their press tour, two city press tour this week. You know what I'm saying? Two sessions that are pretty good shit though. Yeah, I ain't really read too much about it, honestly. I ain't no damn chemist. He said, why they waited so long though? See, that's the thing. It's like I said, the chain of custody, and I don't know. That's on her, man. I ain't no damn Matlock, but that shit sound kind of sketchy. But we'll see. That's on her to clear her name. Hopefully her lawyer is A1, and you know what I'm saying, we can get to it. But we got this big fight coming up, man. Canelo and Charlo. You know what I'm saying? I like it. You know, I think it's gonna be a good fight. We all know what Canelo brings to the table: experience, long-reigning champion that's been around for a while. And then Jermell Charlo, the same thing. He basically cleaned out 54, and he want to move up 2 weight classes. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? As far as the press tour, it wasn't really nothing. You know, these guys was respectful. It wasn't nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think that's actually maybe a good thing because I think they'll probably break it out in the fight. But we'll see. Big moment for both guys. I mean, Jermell Charlo, this is a fight he said he's been wanting for all these years. Now, you know what I'm saying, he gets his opportunity. And I think he have a good chance. You know what I'm saying? I think he have a good chance. I like Canelo in the fight right now. I'm favoring him. I think it's going to look something like the Danny Jacobs fight. As far as like, you know, Canelo outboxed Danny Jacobs until he kind of like got tired down the stretch. But, you know, I think he's going to have his defense at play. And I spoke on this earlier, too, on one of my lives. The reason why I was picking Canelo, amongst other things, I think he kind of motivated now. I think he's motivated because people saying that he, and they talked about it at the press conference, but I've been saying this shit maybe, I forgot the live. I got to start time stamping this shit. I'll be dropping so many gems, I'll be forgetting. But, you know, I think he's going to come in motivated. You know what I'm saying? And I think Charlo has a chance to win the fight. So it's a good one, though. I'm looking forward to it. D-Lo in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Call another live. Appreciate you, bro. He said, why Jermell not talking shit? I mean, because they're not Tony Harrison not in front of him. Lubin not in front of him. I mean, in the first Castano fight, he ain't talk no shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's fights where he did. Jorge Cota, he didn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nothing too crazy. In the first Tony Harrison fight, he was respectful and all that other shit. The second fight, it was crazy. So it's times where he didn't talk shit. You know what I'm saying? There's times where he didn't. So, you know, it is what it is. Andrew Charles, what's good with you? Salute. That Harrison was epic. Yeah, the second fight, yeah, it was. For sure. I mean, I don't remember him talking no shit to going crazy at, well, they have, that shit was in the bubble. Rosario. So it is what it is, though. But still, this is a good fight. I think it's gonna be big. I don't know the numbers. I don't know what the numbers are gonna do, but I think it's gonna be decent, especially at the gate. I don't know about pay-per-view numbers, but at the gate with Canelo fans coming out, and then a lot of fans from Texas, and just having, you know, a lot of good support for Charlo. I think it's gonna be pretty decent. Charlo has been doing well at the gate in his last. Well, the fight he had with Castano, that shit did well. They did a lot of good numbers and stuff, so it should be good, man. Just doing the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. They're being cordial right now. It would heat up with the fight. Yeah, I mean, that's what normally happens. I still think Charlo just got a lot of respect for Canelo. And that's part of my keys to this fight. Is he going to go in there and fight him and like not really, you know, if they say Canelo is old and he wore down, is he going to go over there and fight him like that? Or he going to be hella respectful? You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. He knows he's about to get the bag. Yeah, that's what's up. Alright. Speaking of the bag, so Terrence Bud Crawford, undisputed champion at 147. Now he just came out kind of reversed what he was saying. He said he'll go up to 68 and take the fight. and try to get undisputed with Canelo or Charlo, the winner. And I know recently he said he wouldn't do it. It's he was saying that they make weight classes for a reason, this, that, and the third. But I think that was before Tim Tszyu got elevated. You know what I'm saying? His whole purpose, he always talked about being 3-time undisputed. So, I mean, why not? I don't think it'd be nothing bad about what he said, but I'll take it. Shit. Right now, Terrence Crawford's in a situation where there's only big fights from here. Of course, I would love to see the Boots fight. That'd be dope. I think that's one of the best fights to make. Might not be the biggest, but one of the best. I mean, Boots can come on down to Omaha, so that's what that fight will probably end up being at. But right now, I don't blame him for trying to get the biggest fights. Him and Errol Spence, regardless of what people want to say about saying the rematch, they already set to make some big money. You know what I'm saying? It might not be the same for Spence as the first fight, but it's definitely a big fight. It's still a big fight, regardless of what happened in the first. And then the winner of Charlo and Canelo, hey, why not? Go up there and be great. Jump in 3 weight classes. It is what it is. And if you that great and that special, fuck it. And I don't see why anybody would be mad, especially if we know what it is. He ready to get up out the game. That's a move you do when you're getting up out the game. Ain't no more campaigning, none of that shit. Now, I know he was talking about going to 54, but honestly, it lost a lot of luster if there's no undisputed champion. I get it. You know what I'm saying? And all men and women has a right to change their mind. Damn, I changed my mind like 3 times about doing this live today, and I'm here. We here. So that's actually that's great for the sport. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's Charlo or Canelo, you know what I'm saying? It's still a big fight. He want to be 3-division world champion, undisputed world champion. I mean, he want to be 3-time undisputed champion in 3 different weight classes. Yo, that's what's up, bro. So we'll see. We'll see what's up. Buzz like, let me throw my name in this. Yeah, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? That's a fight that Canelo, if he was down to fight Spence, he'll be down to fight Bud. And Bud said he'll come at 68. So yeah, I'll throw my name in that shit too. Bud threw 160 out there. Canelo didn't fight. But yeah, it's all good. Hey, go up there and beat the man. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get more credit. Go beat the man in his weight division. I'm with it, big game hunting. Yeah, now for real. I don't see, man, listen, honestly, I'll see like 2 more fights for Bud. For real. I think it's going to be Spence and the winner of these 2 guys. I just believe, I just believe to get the Spence fans motivated again. Oh, man. He got to win that fight. They got to change up the tactics and move his head out the line before we talk about anything else after that. So we'll see what's up. Now I can see a scenario where Spence and Crawford, the rematch may be at 54 for a vacant title. I'm gonna throw that out there. I can see it, man, for the vacant title. Might be that green one. Because the IBF, I don't know about the IBF, but see, Mendoza and Fondor about to fight for the interim title, so they about to run that back. So y'all stay tuned. It's a possibility that Spencer and Crawford can be for one of those for a vacant title, depending on what Charlo do. If Charlo wins, more than likely he'll vacate. You know what I'm saying? He'll vacate those belts. And maybe allow Spence and Crawford to fight for one of those, or if he lose, is there a guarantee he's gonna come back to 54? So we'll see. I just throw some shit out there for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And that would give Spence. That would give Spence an opportunity to win a 2nd division world title, and then that'd be the 4th one for Bud. So 4 divisions for him. So you know what I'm saying? It's all about history and shit like that. We'll see what's up. I say Spence rematch, then Charlo drops back down 3 belts. Beat them. Yeah. But see, that's a lot of shit to go through for Bud. Then you gotta go fight Tim Tszyu. Is that like a big fight? Or you know what I'm saying? I understand what he's saying. If all the belts are at one place, Go fight the guy that got all the belts. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, if he was gonna campaign, I would be like, yeah, go fight Zoo. Yeah, take that fight, and then get the undisputed. But I don't know. I get it though. Either way, I know for sure why they ain't any 47 matchups. I want to see, but Boots, Jaron Ennis for sure. Actually, I want to see Stan Jones too. You know why? Because Boots and Stan Jones would have to go to Omaha, and all that love he got in Omaha. Why we don't want to see that? That shit dope. Not a lot of these boxers I ain't seen a boxer that have a parade like that. No, I would like to see those two fights, but I get it. King Mitch in the building. What's good with you? Salute. The Spence fans, not all of them kind of weird. That's what I'm saying. 54 gives fans hopes. 47. Yeah. I don't think he's going back to 47. Canelo says he don't have to do catchweights. Yeah. I like it at 68 though. Fuck it. Go up there, try to be great. Yeah. Nah, I mean that could be an option, but I get it. If he talking about fighting undisputed, yo, bro, I get it. Stanios versus Boots, Thurman, yeah, all those fights is good. Yeah, that'd be a good fight. Both of them have to go to Omaha. Yeah, Stanios. Now, if Bud was to campaign at 147, if he don't get the let's say Spence don't take the fight, then Stanios would be up first. A lot of people don't understand that. I know they're calling out Boots because they want, the people that's calling for Boots. They probably was Spence supporters, and they want, we gonna get them one way or another. So give them Boots. But you know what I'm saying, real ones that understand the politics of boxing, we all know Stanios is up next if it came to that, because he stepped aside to allow Ugas and Spence, and then he actually stepped aside for Spence and Crawford if it would have happened last year, and then he ended up getting Ortiz because Spence and Crawford was done. So he's really up next, but they ain't gonna tell you that. They're gonna try to throw Boots down your throat. But that would, what I'm saying, if they did that, then Stanios, he'll have an issue. You know what I'm saying? He'll have something legally binding to the WBA to say, let me get that fight. Yeah, I think it's all mega fights for sure for him next. Yeah, so that's what it is. All right, my next one, Haney and Prograis. I'm waiting for the fight date. You know what I'm saying? It was reported October 28th, which probably was unlikely anyway. Regis Prograis said he signed for a November date. So that's kind of odd. We know the same, October 28th is the same day as Fury and Ngannou. And those guys can go prime time, just like Jake Paul and Tommy Fury did. They went prime time on that Sunday night and did well. So I don't know. So the holdup is they're trying to put this shit on pay-per-view. Now, I'm not the boxing fan to tell y'all what fight should be on pay-per-view and what not. I don't care because I'm watching anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it don't really bother me. But I guess that's a big thing because now they lost their venue. They had a venue at MGM Grand. They never secured that. So they without a date right now, and without a date and a venue. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on with this shit. Tell me why Boots should go for 54 to chase. Yeah, hey, do what he gotta do. I mean, to me, but he should just, if we're gonna stay busy, stay busy. I don't think the Stanios fight makes sense right now unless both guys were elevated to full champions. Then they can fight and then they can unify. Makes sense more right there. But right now, just stay busy. Let all this shit clear out. You know what I'm saying? This shit, bro. The dude ain't gonna get no big fight. He ain't gonna get Terrence Crawford or Spence. So if we move up to 47, the 54, who he gonna fight? All those mandatories up there, who he gonna fight? Who's mandatory he gonna take? You got the IBF mandatory, been there for 4 years. Then you got the number 2 guy, Jack Koke. Are you gonna take that? I don't know. The WBO, that's Tim Tszyu, locked down. The WBA, You got Israel Marinov. You know what I'm saying? He's number one, and he wanna clarify his position. What's the other one? WBC. You got Fandor Mendoza gonna run it back. That's the interim title. You got, man, it's too much politics, man. You got the interim title at 47. Wait till the shit clear, get elevated, and then go try to unify with Stan Jones. Maybe, man, that's why I'm listening to these dudes, yo. They just be making shit up that don't make no sense, and they supposed to be so knowledgeable about this boxing game, but then they be throwing out these trash ass hypotheticals. If he still had a belt, I'm gonna mind saying, yeah, he gave up his belts. Yeah, Janibek about to unify. I really don't see Mel come back. Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think. Maybe he'll make a pit stop at 60, clean that up. Yeah, they're supposed to put him on pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? That's, the schedule getting tight because we're supposed to get Andrade and Benavidez on pay-per-view. And then the month of November about to be, loaded because Shakur coming back second week. So I don't know, man. Every name at 47 you think for Boots is a good step. Yeah, good fights for him. Kiki in the building. What's good with you? Now, I wouldn't blame him either. I wouldn't blame him. You know what I'm saying? He signed his deal. He waiting for them. You know what I'm saying? From what I know. Yeah, I think Charlo is a big fight. Canelo. Yeah. But I don't think there's no purpose to go to Australia. I think actually it might be bigger. It's a big fight in Australia, don't get me wrong. But it might be even bigger in the United States, in Vegas. And let me tell you why. If all those Australians, let's say 5,000, 6,000, come to Vegas, and they're going to be in Vegas for a whole week, you know how much bread that is? To fly across the world and then stay at the MGM or wherever they're saying. So if he got fans that's going to travel, that's actually, you know what I'm saying? That's a big, that can create a big fight. And if they come in there like kind of similar to what Ricky Hatton's fans did, I don't know if it's gonna be that rowdy, but you understand what I'm saying. So that can be some good stuff too. Not necessarily have to go to Australia. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get Thurman. I think he will get Stan Jones. I think Stan Jones is gonna have another fight. I can see Stan Jones versus Mastre, and then Boots take another fight. Maybe Crawley, maybe somebody else. He should hang in there with Haney if possible. It's a solid fight. Yeah, I think he'll bounce back. Yeah, we'll see. If Mel win, that's the fight we get. So we'll see. Yeah, he got to fight Spence. Get that money. At this point, it looked like easy money. So get that shit. But we waiting for this one right here. Haney and Prograis. There's a lot of shit going on with it. I know they can't find a venue. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It looked like it's gonna be on the zone. So Eddie really haven't had his footprint in the U.S. like that. Not no big time events. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty difficult. I wouldn't I wouldn't be surprised if there's some politics at play with the other promoters telling these venues, don't give shit to Eddie. Don't give him nothing. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if Eddie trying to get this venue so they can shut it down. Because, it's a cutthroat. He burned a lot of bridges. None of the U.S. promoters really fuck with him. So him coming doing a big fight in Vegas, they're going to make it hard on him. I can see that. I ain't saying that's happening, but I can see that. So I like this fight, though. It is a good fight. Devin Haney moving up to 140. Former undisputed champion. So going up to 40, facing one of the top guys at 40. Regis coming off a not so good performance. He got the victory. Haney, he has some attributes as Zarilla, as far as using his legs and counter punching and having the range. You know what I'm saying? He just had a big puncher like Zarilla. So it's actually a fight is favorable for Haney based on what we just seen. But then again, Haney get hit a lot with when he fights southpaws. JoJo was touching him up. JoJo closed the distance early in that fight and was getting to him. Lomachenko was doing good in the inside, with the left hand and stuff. He had some good success, and that was one of the best fights of the year too. high level shit going on right there. But I thought Haney won the fight. So he facing another southpaw. So, he's a young veteran champion, you know what I'm saying, in the game. Everybody think Regis may be some easy work. We'll see. I like the fight. I like the challenge. You know what I'm saying? I like the challenge. Yeah, I think they would too. They was about to come out here in January. You know what I'm saying? I seen the last 3 shows. Chuck Simpson will be on there next week. He got a tough fight. Vladimir Hernandez, the same guy that beat J-Rock. They may. I mean, we'll see. I doubt it though. The way I'm thinking, that may be possible. You know what I'm saying? Anything possible in boxing. But the way it's sounding, it's gonna be Spence and the winner between Jamel and Canelo. That makes sense, big money wise. And he can ride out to the sunset. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for them. Andre Southgate, what's good with you, bro? That is a good fight. It's a good fight. I like to see it. Hopefully they can get it across the line. Nah, he ain't easy. He ain't no easy fight for sure. Alright, now I'm gonna run down some Matchroom just announced some fights. And Matchroom and Golden Boy announced some fights they got coming up. And then there's one card that Top Rank announced. As of right now, I haven't heard much from PBC. I know they focus on Canelo and Charlo September the 30th. And they having a nice undercard as well with Jesus Ramos and Lubin, and then Garcia versus Resendez. That's pretty dope. So they probably fill the rest of that card out. But as far as other cards, I haven't heard nothing. We heard about Andre versus Benavidez, but we haven't got any dates and nothing official. But I'm pretty sure that fight is next. So there's nothing on the PBC schedule as of right now. So they probably start announcing some fights pretty soon. So we'll see what's up. But we're gonna go to Matchroom and what they just announced. Australia government got the bag. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the option. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what Bud want to do. I can't be mad either way. All right, so this is the first card they announced. September 15th, this is Matchroom down in Mexico. Ferreira is like top 4 in the WBO rankings at 135, so he close to a world title fight. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how he look in this fight. Former world champion Erica Cruz versus Melissa Parker. This should be fun. I know Melissa Parker fought. She just lost. She fought on the same day as Crawford and Spence. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't on TV for it, but people I talked to said she actually won that fight. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like a robbery or something like that. She fought Metcalf, Chicken Metcalf, right? And she got the victory, but I don't know. But maybe her team is nice because she got her this fight versus former world champion. And this has the ingredients to be a big fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not a big fight, but a good fight. I'm sorry, a good fight because their styles match up real well, Cruz and Parker. So we'll see. That's a Mexican show. And then September 23rd, I like this show right here. This from Orlando. Richardson Hitchens versus Jose Zepeda, 140. That's a good ass opponent for Hitchens. A lot of people think that he's next, you know what I'm saying? And that he can be a world champion in this division. This is a good ass test. You know, Zepeda been around for a while, fought for the title a couple of times, came up short, and I like this fight. Undercard, you got Ammo Williams versus Steve Rose. I mean, it's a pretty decent fight for his development. I like Ammo. He's been out the ring for a while. He's supposed to fight Felix Cash. That shit didn't happen. And this is like it's an IBF eliminator for the number 2 spot. So we'll get the winner closer to a world title shot. So that's dope. And then McCaskill versus Sandy Ryan. This is a unified title fight. 3 belts at welterweight division. We know what McCaskill brings to the table. She's tough, rugged, really not that technical. You know, got a lot of flaws, but sometimes she outlasts these girls. Sandy is tough. Sandy is the better fighter, honestly, skilled and stuff like that. She suffered a loss. She came back and got that back. That's a common opponent, Erica Farias. So it's a good fight though. I like this card. I like it. Solid. Yeah, that's a good fight. That's a real good fight. Bruce Gas in the building. Was good with you. PDH Big Dog. Salute to you. Was good. Yeah, I like that card. Alright, so they also got October the 7th, they got Lee Wood versus Josh Warrington. It's a big fight over there. I get it. I ain't really too hyped on it, but I like Lee Wood. Warrington comes to fight, so salute to him. He fought everybody basically in the featherweight division, so it should be fun. Then you got Terry Harper versus Cecilia Brækhus. They fighting for the WBA title that Terry Harper has. Then they throwing in the vacant WBO. So 2 titles on the line. That fight supposed to happen in May. Cecilia Brækhus pulled out the fight last minute, and then a bunch of other stuff happened. But Terry Harper, she beat Ivana Habiston pretty well. It wasn't pretty easy. That was a tough fight. She was getting hit with right hands and stuff like that, but I think she can. She have enough youth to win this fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So this is October the 7th. That's a pretty decent show. You know what I'm saying? Pretty decent. Yeah, it's not done yet, but stay tuned. They screw over Lara for Wood versus Warrington. They screw over Kamatov too. He's supposed to fight Lee Wood. Mandatory. Alright, here's another show they announced. Jack Calleral versus Jorge Linares. I don't know. I'm gonna wait and see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see if she can clear her name. That's how it is with everybody that tests positive. You gotta wait to see if they can clear their name. But it look like she's dirty. Her samples came back dirty, so I guess she is. Jack Calleral versus Jorge Linares. I mean, name-wise, it's a good fight, but I think Calleral about to watch Linares. If you watch Linares, like on a 3 or 4 fight losing streak, and it's not just that. You know what I'm saying? It's just how he been losing. Like he went over to Russia, lost 2 fights. He lost to like a prospect his last fight. Last time I seen him at 140, he got stopped in 1 round by Pablo Cesar Cano. I ain't saying Calleral gonna do that, but Calleral is on his A game right now. This gonna be a tough fight for Linares. We'll see. Linares got a reputation for going over there and beating up on UK guys. So let's see. Oh yeah, proper camp. Yeah, she was in camp for like 3 months. What she told me, she said she was ready. Seemed like a proper camp to me, and she ain't have to cut the weight to 47. She was ready. Linares been washed. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's fighting. But yeah, he good. I like his coach, Jamie Moore. Got a good squad. So that's they haven't announced the undercard, but this is the main event right here. And then November 18th, one of my favorite guys at super middleweight, Diego Pacheco, making a hometown fight in LA. He got what's his name? Marcelo Casillas. Y'all remember him? He fought Billy Joe. He was winning that fight, then got stopped late in that fight. He put Berlanga on his ass. He's a tough guy. It's a good fight for Pacheco. You know what I'm saying? I think this has got to be one of the last type of fights like this. You know what I'm saying? After he get through with this guy, I think it's time for definitely a step up. John Ryder, Berlanga, guys like that. But I like Pacheco. Pacheco basically turned it around since linking up with Team Benavidez. More calm, solid. You know what I'm saying? He's not really like spectacular, and a lot of stuff stands out. But I like his height and reach, his range, and he got good power. You know what I'm saying? He been looking solid, and he been staying active. Dre Spines was good with you, bro. Salute to you. Salute. So yeah, so those are the Matchroom shows they announced. You know what I'm saying? I'll recap real quick. So the September 15th, they got this one right here down in Mexico. September 23rd, Hitchens and Zepeda. I like that fight. October 7th, you got Wood versus Warrington. That should be fun though. That should be fun. Harper versus Brækhus. You got Calleral versus Linares on the 21st. and then you got Pacheco and Caceres. So this is the matchroom part of it that's going to be on the zone. This is what they got so far. It should be some more cards announced. I know they're supposed to do a show like November the 4th in Monaco, so we'll see what's up with that. Alright, now moving on. We stand on the zone side of the street, but this is Golden Boy. So Golden Boy announced a couple of cards too. They got one next week with the WBO champion. Said Farhad show. Now for real, she was in camp though. I'm just going on what she told me when I talked to her behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? You can tap in with my shit behind the scenes. It's scrolling across the bottom. Instagram, L Does Boxing. If you want to see it, the transcripts of what she told me. So I'm gonna go off what the fighter said. No matter what you talking about, the fighter said, "I'm in good shape. I'm ready for my opportunity." Let me know when you want to see it. Tap in behind the scenes. Let me know it's you. I got you covered. I ain't never scared about showing my receipts. I mean, if you telling me one thing, and she told me I will have to go with the fighter. And she had some moments in that fight. She hurt Terry Harper a couple of times. She just couldn't deal with the movement, and I think she probably slowed down the stretch. But I mean, you telling me this, but she told me something behind the scenes, so maybe she lied to me, or maybe I don't know. I'm gonna go off what she said, because she was supposed to fight. I know she was in camp like in February. She was supposed to fight like June 24th. So shit. I don't know. Maybe you support Evander Holyfield. That's what's up though. Support her. She cool. She good people too. Support her, yo. Continue to support her. Hopefully she'll come back and get another big fight. So yeah, that's what's up. There's not a lot of people that come in the chat repping Evander Holyfield. So salute to you, bro. But if you want to see them receipts, just hit me behind the scenes. I got you. So August 26th, we got Oscar Collazo coming back. He just won the title in May in his 7th pro fight. This is 105 pounds. He going back home to Puerto Rico to have this fight. So it should be pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I like him. Southpaw, can bang to the body. He good. He a good fighter. So y'all tap in with that. That's a Golden Boy show right there. Then they having like a prospect show September the 7th. You know what I'm saying? The Cougar, El Cougar is back. I think he's like he's top 15 in the WBC. He got Courtney Pennington. So this should be a good little fight for him. You know what I'm saying? See if he can creep up the welterweight rankings. So that's September the 7th. September the 16th, we got William Zepeda versus Mauricio Jester. Very important fight for Zepeda. He got high rankings across the board. I think he's number 2 in the WBA. He dropped down to 5 in the WBC, but he got some good rankings, and he's a good contender in the lightweight division. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes his name don't get talked about enough. But he's facing Jester, who's coming out with some good wins. His last 2 fights, 2 southpaws. This should be pretty. I'm checking my IG. He ain't hit me up. All good. So this should be a pretty solid fight. You know what I'm saying? Both guys just beat JoJo. So yeah, looking forward to it. Yes, sir. Salute to everybody coming through. We almost done. Now this one right here, this is what they're working on, and it's probably gonna get past the line. You got Zurdo Ramirez versus Joe Smith Jr. This fight supposed to go down at like a catch weight at 190. So that's the old cruiserweight weight limit. These guys are supposed to fight a couple of years ago. You remember the WBO did like a tournament? I think after Canelo vacated the title, they did a tournament. Both guys was on top rank. They did a 4-man tournament. But Zurdo didn't like the terms of the tournament, and he bounced. So back again. This is a good fight. This is a real good fight, actually. Both of these guys' styles is going to mesh real well. You know, they coming off losses to the top guy, the top 2 guys at 175, light heavyweight. You know, Zurdo got washed by Bivol, and then my man got stopped in 2 rounds by Viterbian. So they coming back. You know, Zurdo missed weight against Rosado, came in 12 pounds overweight. That's wild. So of course he should have been at cruiserweight, and I think he's a welcome addition. Both of these guys are welcome additions because we don't have big names at cruiserweight that's American, or that the American know. I know Zerto is from Mexico, I got it. But big names that we know over here. That's a European division. And then Marcus Brown just moved up to cruiserweight. He's number 4 in the new WBO ranking, so it got some flavor. You know what I'm saying now. So we'll see. This is a good fight. When is this fight date? October the 7th. This is the fight date for this one. Zerto versus Joe Smith Jr. It should be in Vegas. So y'all stay tuned. Jojo had the nerve to raise his hand. Man. He'll watch that dude. Battle Jack still had the belt. Yeah, he's the cruiserweight champion at WBC. Why would he lose his belt though? Why would he lose his belt? Did you hear something? I want to see Zepeda fight. Yeah, me too. Zepeda threw a bunch of punches, yo. He threw a hell of punches. Yeah, why would Badu lose his belt? He just won that shit. All right, here's the next show Golden Boy working on. This is October 21st. Up top, you got Alexis Rocha versus Giovanni Santillan. And this is a cross-promotion fight. Santillan is with Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? Top Rank. They going over the Golden Boy. Now, these guys are top 5 in the top 4 in the WBO rankings at welterweight. Alexis Rocha is already the WBO mandatory for Bud Crawford. He was trying to get that fight. And they said he stepped aside for the other fight, for Spencer Crawford to happen. I don't know. But I can see this fight, well, with that being said, I can see this fight being a WBO interim title fight. You know what I'm saying? If Bud gonna vacate the titles anyway, you know what I'm saying, what it looking like he gonna do, then they might as well either make this for the full WBO title or an interim title. It makes sense to me. So we'll see. Battle of 2 Southpaws, Southern California, you know what I'm saying, flavor. Both guys from the area. But one from San Diego, one from LA. But it's a good fight. They're aggressive guys. Santillan didn't look too good in his last fight on Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? He fought Eric Bonet. They dig Eric Bonet up, and he gave a good fight against Santillan. My man Rocha, I think he got 2 fights there this year. Looking solid, you know what I'm saying? He younger. He's look like he's trending up to me, and Santillan kind of just flatline or whatever I was saying, the same level. So it's a pretty good fight though. We'll see if they can put a title on the line. Rocha back, yeah, October 21st against Giovanni Santillan. That's what it is. Bro, Mike in the building. What's good with you? Salute to you. So that's it for the Golden Boy, the Zone schedule. I'm gonna run it back again. Collazo is back next week, August 26th. Then they got a little Golden Boy show, Prospects, September the 7th. Y'all can tap into. Zepeda versus Jester, September 16th. Zerto versus Joe Smith Jr. October the 7th. That's gonna be a good one. And this is a good one too. October 21st. You got Rocha versus Santillan. And then the last one I want to speak on, this is Top Rank. Now, Top Rank haven't announced no cards either. They got shows on their platform. Like, they picked up Chris Eubank Jr. versus Liam Smith, but they ain't promoting it. But that's going to be on ESPN+. Michaela Mayer will be on that card, September the 7th. Chris Eubank Jr. and Liam Smith rematch. And then they also picked up Zane's card. You know what I'm saying? Zhang and Joyce, the 23rd. They do have a card on the that's already been announced, but they got a card September the 15th. Luis Abreu Lopez versus Joet. That actually is a pretty good card. That's a good fight, solid fight. They have Xander Zayas on the card. They got a bunch of fighters on that card. It should be pretty solid. You know what I'm saying? So. But this one right here is supposed to go down October 14th. We touched on this. Oscar was never putting one of his young up-and-comers up against Bud unless, nah, bro. He was trying to. Nah, Rocha, I don't know about Virgil. You may be right about Virgil, but Rocha, they was trying, bro. It made sense for Bud. But they was trying, for sure. So we got this card right here. This is top rank, supposed to be down in Rosenberg, Texas. I guess it's like, I don't know about the map in Texas, but I guess it's close to Houston. So up top you got Janibek versus Gutierrez. This is a IBF and WBO unification at 160. So Janibek is first to get the unification out of the champions. You know, this division been down. It's crazy. But Gutierrez won the vacant IBF July the 1st. He beat Falcao, who was a top-ranked fighter. They already cut Falcao's ass. As soon as he lost, they cut him. So Janibek, so he made the fight with Janibek. This is good. Maybe this can open up the division, and maybe Janibek can be the man in this division. We got Carlos Adames. I like him. He's solid. I don't know what's going on with Maul Charlo, excuse me. And then Lara and Danny, man, those guys' fight got pushed back. I don't know what's going on with their fight. It's supposed to fight August the 5th, but it got pushed back. I don't know. So we'll see. So down at the bottom, you got Keyshawn Davis and Nahir Albright. That's the co-main. We know Keyshawn, up and coming, lightweight, prospect, contender, whatever you want to call him. We know he can fight. He just fought July the 22nd. Had a good performance against Patera, who was a veteran. He dropped him with a pull counter right hand. That shit was nice. We know he get a lot of heat because his affiliation with Team Crawford, but we know he can fight. Put that to the side and watch and put the X's and O's. Instead of putting his videos and analyze his videos and interviews, analyze his fights, and you'll come away. If you know anything about boxing, you'll come away and say, yo, this kid can fight. Now here, Albright, he get this opportunity because he scored an upset on a top-ranked card on July 28th. He beat Carlos Balderas, and top-ranked just cut Balderas. That was a close fight. That could have went either way. You know what I'm saying? I actually thought Balderas won the fight, but it was close. Could have went either way, a draw. He got the majority decision. You know, Albright can box. He a solid puncher, but he ain't a big-time puncher. He fought Jermaine Ortiz on top rank a couple of fights ago. So for those guys that's keeping track with other top black fighters fighting black fighters, then you can check this block. I seen that graphic about Tank fighting 4 black fighters and Shakur, he got 3, and man, that shit's dumb as hell. Haney only fought 1. That don't mean nothing. So I guess for those that like that thing, they can check this off. Now yeah, Albright from I think he from Jersey. I won't say he from Jersey, but I know he trains out of Philly. So for those that into that, there you go. Make another graphic. It should be wild as hell. He said Eubank Smith, I'm sure in the rematch Eubank won't be filming himself in KFC. Yeah, he was wild. What did he say, 60% or 50%? He got Bomac though, so that should make a difference. Hopefully we'll see. I was just making sure Badu still had shit. Nah, he been had. I don't know why he wouldn't. He talking about fighting the Bridgerweight champion, Luka Rozansky. So I wouldn't be surprised if they put that on the undercard of Fury versus Ngannou. I wouldn't be surprised. Or maybe they saving that fight for the undercard of if the shit happen, Wilder and AJ in January in Saudi. So I don't know, but yeah, he was talking about going up and trying to get that Bridgerweight title. You know what I'm saying, against that Rozansky guy. That's a dangerous fight. Rozansky be putting dudes to sleep. He 15-0, 14 knockouts. He ain't playing no games. What's going on with Jamal? I have no idea, bro. I don't know what he's doing. To be honest, I do not know. That was a close competitive fight for sure. We'll wait. That's 160. That's 160. Same as the last fight. 160. So that's what it is though, as far as my topics, you know what I'm saying? Just covering a bunch of shit. If y'all miss it, feel free to go back and tap in. But we'll definitely open up for questions. I got some time, chop it up. We don't got nothing going on, no boxing and shit. That shit kind of weird too, not having boxing. All these weeks we have it every week. We missed out on Beterbiev and Callum Smith. That supposed to have been tonight. It got pushed back to January the 13th, so it is what it is. He with Bomac. Yeah. Man, look like I don't know. Actually, all they gotta do is keep it simple. Cause Eubank was outboxing him those first 3 rounds. He couldn't do nothing with the speed, and the hand speed, and the counter punching ability. He couldn't do nothing. It's just when he sat in that corner. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they announced Bam and Sonny. Yeah, I missed that one. Salute to you in the background. Appreciate it. What do you think about that fight? Jamal's supposed to fight Canelo. I don't know, yo. To be honest, I have no idea. It just talked to me. You know what I'm saying? Because if they said he wasn't ready to take the Canelo fight after being off this long, and he don't have another fight in between, then what makes me think he gonna be ready for Canelo after this? Yes, sir. I see you in the background. Khalid come out the background and shit talking about Bam and Sonny. Yeah, I missed it. I already know that fight happening, but that shit's 17 weeks away. They're gonna put a graphic for a countdown for a fight happening 17 weeks away, and those guys not in no damn training camp. At least the other fights that I named, at least they in some type of camp. Shit, Bam, he's celebrating him about the he about to welcome a child in the world. Salute to him. You know what I'm saying? Just got the news on that. Sonny ain't training right now. He going to fights and stuff. So man in the background and shit, bro. I see you. He need to get a fight. Yeah, fight somebody. Yeah, fight anybody, bro. He said you did look good earlier. That's what I'm saying. So let's just say he just keep away from the ropes and shit, and just keep it in the middle of the ring and counterpunch Liam Smith. Liam Smith coming straight. He ain't doing nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, for sure is in the work. Go back and check out my video I did about that shit when I broke that down about the rankings. I'm gonna put that shit in the chat, bro. Go back and tap in. Go start at the 24-minute mark. You know what I'm saying? So I noticed when the rankings came out, they had dropped William Zepeda. He was number 4 last month. They dropped him down to 5. He swapped with Frank Martin. So Frank Martin number 4. Number 1 is Lomachenko. He's not gonna fight Shakur next. We know that. Number 2 is Shakur. We know he's gonna fight for the bigger title. Number 3 is Pitbull Cruz, and he ain't taking Shakur fight. He got the Tank Davis golden ticket. So that leaves Frank Martin. And yes, those guys trying to see what they're trying to see what's good with it. I'm gonna put this shit in the chat though, so you can go back and check it out. You know what I'm saying? My man Mondo in the building. Salute to you. But yeah, we definitely was on that shit first, for sure. For sure, we was on that. Yeah, feel free to tap in with that later, for sure. Yeah, he said right. 17 weeks. That's what I'm saying. 17 weeks. So yeah, I'm trying to go to that fight. I ain't forgot about it. I just was like, bro, I ain't talking about no. That shit kind of got me talking about 17 weeks. Normally it's like 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 2 weeks. It says 17 weeks. Hell nah. But yeah, I want that fight though. You heard any news on Conor? No, I don't know. Well, I did. I mean, they said he gonna get his license. They said he gotta do something else. I don't know. That shit's too much drama. Bam and Son ain't got time. That's what I'm saying. Real talk. They should promote the hell out of this fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just stay tuned. It should be happening. Yo, hey, go if you want to know. Check out that link I put in the chat. You can leave this live right now and go check it out. Go to like the 24-minute mark. Well, you can go through. You can stay and watch though. Listen to the whole thing. But the 24-minute mark, I think we'll get busy. Conor has been. Yeah. Go check out this link right here. That's why I broke the whole thing down about Shakur and Frank Martin. That's some real good shit too, bro. Appreciate it. Go tap in. Roy Jones said the plan was to back Beefy up. He said Boxing Smith would allow him to come forward. I get. Yeah, that dude kind of makes sense because you give him like a head full of steam, man. I think he was doing some of that early. He just sat in the ropes too much, man. And I ain't expect him to be hurt like that either. That's like a woman announcement. Yeah, bro. I'm 2 months pregnant. I like to promote the hell out of Yeah, that fight too. They got that fight done too. Yeah, I ain't even touch on that too. Those 2 fights, those are good fights, but I was focused on the ones they recently announced. That's why that shit kind of slipped. But yeah, those are good fights though. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to it. It never was. I thought we was getting Thurman. Who said that? Where you get that one from though? Where you get that one from? Who put that out? Drop a name. Or drop where you got it from. Because for me, I always thought it was Barrios versus Ugas for the interim title. They maybe they made a mistake because I know Thurman is a mandatory, but I guess they was thinking he was gonna get Spence. And he had the Spence fight too. Until Spence had that car wreck. Oh shit, let me take that back. He ain't had no car wreck. Don't worry about that. But and then I don't know what they're gonna do because they approved Barrios and Ugas. So I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they flip flopping shit. I'm not sure. I can see it go many ways. I can see this. I can see it can be Thurman versus either one of these 3 other guys: Crowley, Ugas, Barrios. Mauricio Superman said it was Ugas versus Barrios in a recent interview that Broadway Joel did. Was walking like roaring. Yeah, that was crazy. 2 days pregnant. I got you, bro. You good? Did they announce Shakur opponent? No, they haven't announced it yet. But they said he's supposed to fight November 16th. They got that venue, MGM Grand, booked. But it may be the 18th on that Saturday. I know they got the Formula One race, so they're supposed to tag team with that. There's gonna be a lot of fans in Vegas for that. They're supposed to do the race. They're supposed to do the race car event on the Strip. That's gonna be crazy. So they're gonna have shit blocked off. So they haven't announced his opponent. It's looking like it's gonna be Frank Martin. From what I understand is the WBC want to get insurances that Frank Martin is going to take the fight before they order it. Because the WBC order a lot of fights and those shits don't come to fruition. Y'all see they just took back the order they had for Wilder and Andy Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? They took that shit back, snatched it back because this fight never happened. And they've been, just brewing and nothing happened. So I think that's a smart move. So I guess we should hear something pretty soon though. You know what I'm saying? But they haven't announced his opponent. I heard chat about you know what I'm saying? He said I can't remember who said. Yeah, I mean I guess that's a possible fight, but I heard Barrios for the interim title, but it could change. It's boxing. Yeah, Rashidi versus Boots. Yeah. Rashidi should be in that mix too. He was in that mix. He should be in that welterweight mix. Maybe Rashidi Ellis versus Jamal James. Or, yeah, that makes sense too. Either or. Barrios is a good fight. No, that's a good fight. I think any of those guys mismatching is good. Ugas, Thurman. Those are 2 veterans, former world champions. It seems like Barrios, Thurman, and Ugas won't fight. Boots though. Rashidi maybe, yeah. Crowley definitely in the mix. Yeah, Crowley. I see Crowley versus Boots. I think he got a high ranking in the IBF. He's number 2 in the WBO. So I mean, I think they can basically do a round robin of fighters on the PBC side. Thurman, Ugas, Boots. Well, Boots not PBC, but still he fights on Showtime. Crowley, Barrios, Jamal James, Rashidi Ellis, throw in Mean Machine, Butayev. I mean, listen, all those guys can mix and match and have some good fights. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We know how the PBC be working. They be having fight dates. I know, like PBC, they got 2 fight dates in October that I know for sure. But I don't know if I'm gonna be on those shits. Yo, they supposed to have October the 7th in Vegas. October the 7th in Vegas, but I don't know who on that shit. And I would say it would be Danny versus Lara. Also, I think Danny and Lara makes sense for Barclays Center. I think y'all would agree too. And then they're supposed to have October 14th in Minnesota. And that sounds like Subriel Matisse. It sounds like Morrell too, but I don't know. Maybe they want to put Morrell back on the pay-per-view. I can see Morrell being on the Benavidez and Andre pay-per-view undercard. I can see that, but and Matisse they're supposed to work out a deal because they got a 7-day extension for his mandatory gotteship. So I can see that October 14th for Matisse versus the gotteship. So I might have to timestamp that shit. I might be right on that. We'll see. Seen and unseen boxing. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Appreciate you coming through. Yeah, bro. Now I did hear that. Now you right. That supposed to have been on April the 8th on Fundora Mendoza undercard. I seen it too. Yeah, you right. But I don't know what happened. So we'll see. It's Danny Law, man, bro. I've been asking that shit too. I don't know, man. I'm interested in that fight, but we'll see. I will see, bro. I don't know when they gonna fight, but I feel like October the 7th may be the day, but we'll see. Cause we can. What is it? I don't know. We under 2 months, and they ain't saying. I don't know, bro. PBC sometimes they be keeping that shit. Like they playing cards. They keep that shit close as hell to their chest. Like they don't want you to see nothing. Teaching the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Yo, right. But I think they got a deal. I think they got the deal done already because Rafa is the mandatory. He already took step aside. But he gonna fight on the undercard. So I think that fight is done. Now they can rip the contract up and put Spence in there. It's all good. But I think they already got a contract. They're just waiting for the date. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see though. That's a fight, yo. It's like been rumored for like a year now, and that shit still ain't happened. That would probably be on the undercard of Benavidez and Andre. Yeah, that'll probably be on that undercard. So yeah, we'll see what's up with that. I know they got a rematch clause, and the fight probably pretty much done. But Fundora's sister, Gabby Fundora, about to fight for a world title, the IBF title. That's what's up. She fighting a really Machinu, the IBF champion at 112. Y'all should be hearing something about that this week too. Jay Abataya, him and Maris Bridges gonna run it back for the IBF cruiserweight title. The first fight was pretty solid. It was an upset. Abataya outboxed him and beat him. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. We got the heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? We're starting to get some action in the heavyweight division. We seen AJ last week. We seen Herkovic last week. Who else we had? Shazor and Gerald Washington. Next week we got Big Baby Anderson back off a nice little quick return. He should stop Rodenko. He gonna beat him up. You got Joel Off. That's the Olympic gold medalist. He's on the card. Just signed with Top Rank. FA versus Zon Kalabuski. That's a good one. That's gonna be a good one. FA he beat Stephen Shaw in January. Top Rank just released Stephen Shaw too. They cut his ass. It's crazy. So hopefully he can get some more dates. And then earlier that day we got Usyk versus Daniel Dubois. That's for the unified titles. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Dubois is the WBA regular champion, the mandatory of Usyk. Usyk is the super champion along with the IBF and WBO. And this fight gonna be in Poland. So that's like the closest hometown fight that Usyk can have because of what's going on in Ukraine and the Russia and all that shit. So if y'all watch the press conference, there was a lot of people room for Usyk and shit. Big Baby scheduled from he just had he had a setback last year. He had injured himself. I think he got an injury. He picked up an injury on the undercard of Wilder and Fury. So he was out for a large part of the year. So he just getting back healthy, honestly. So yeah, that's good. And I think with a win next week, he'll be back on Heisman night. Heisman night we're supposed to get in talks, not done, but we'll likely get Teofimo Lopez versus Jose Ramirez, and then all those hot prospects like Keyshawn and I think Jerry Anderson may be a contender now. So That's what it is. So yeah, I'm about to close it down though. I want to salute everybody coming through the building. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Feel free to. If you listen to playback, tap in. You can follow me on my social media scrolling across the bottom. Twitter @OverJ, Instagram @LDubsBoxing. And you can tap in the website as well. So appreciate you guys' time. You know what I'm saying? To the next one. I might be back tomorrow though, but you know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody. That's my time, and I'm out.